but we are transitioning to the live stream of Facebook. I'll let you know if we make it there. Oh, yes, we made it. So we are now live on the book. Uh, we can start to stretch it out. Hi, Shonda. How are you? Good to have you here. Just stretch it out right where you are, just from your toes to the top of your head. Just become aware of every cell in between. Wiggle your toes, pat your feet up and down, shake your knees and your legs, and do like that parking lot balloon that we see, and just stretch it out. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Now we're going to take 5 deep breaths. We're going to take these on our own. You take a deep breath all the way in through your nose as much as you can. You hold it for a brief count and then you release. And you're still stretching it out. You're clearing your mind and centering your soul. So just take your deep breaths. When I get done with my 5 deep breaths, I will be back for the next instruction. Now we bring our attention and our focus and our energy to our crown chakra. Concentrate, focus, put all your attention, all your energy, all of your focus on your crown chakra. Now, push that energy and attention and focus down to your third eye chakra and leave it there. Now, push that energy and attention and focus down over your eyes and nose and teeth and chin and ears and into your throat chakra and leave it there. Now, push that energy and attention and focus down into your heart chakra and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus down into your solar plexus chakra and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus down into your sacral chakra and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus down into your sacral chakra and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus down into your root chakra and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your hips and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your thighs and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your knees and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your calves and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus down into your ankles and leave them there. Push that energy and attention and focus down into your heels and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus down into your arches of your feet and leave them there. And push that energy and attention and focus into your toes and leave it there. Now we will move on to our 5-5 release breath. We'll breathe in on a 5 count. We'll hold it for a 5 count. And we will release a full lung release on at least a 5 count. Energy and attention and focus still at the toes. Hearts and minds clear. Breathe in, inspiration. Hold, inspiration. And release, procrastination. Push it all the way out, all of it, all of it. Breathe in, courage. Hold your courage. And release, fear. Breathe in, motivation. Hold your motivation. And release, perfect imperfection. Breathe in, positive energy. Hold your positive energy. And release, positive action and effort. Your energy and focus and attention is at your toes. Now push your energy and attention and focus into your arches and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your heels and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your ankles and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your calves and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your knees and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your thighs and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus up into your hips and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your root chakra and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your sacral chakra and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your solar plexus chakra and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your heart chakra and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your throat chakra and leave it there. Push that energy and attention and focus into your third eye chakra and leave it there. And push that energy and attention and focus into your crown. Now we'll go to our 7777 chakra energizing breathing, where we'll breathe in on a 7 count. We will hold it for a 7 count. We'll breathe out on a 7 count, and we will hold that for a 7 count. And we will do 3 repetitions of that. There will be no break in between. Energy and attention and focus on your crown chakra. Hearts and minds clear. Breathe in your creativity. Hold your consciousness. Breathe out your confidence. And hold your commerce. Breathe in your prosperity. Hold your purpose. Breathe out your positivity. And hold your positive production. Breathe in your commitment. Hold your consistency. Breathe out your compassion. And hold your curiosity. Now, taking your attention and your energy and your focus back to your crown chakra. In your mind's eye, you should see your body. And above that crown chakra, you should see a light. If there is no light there, imagine a light. You see it? Good. Now, reach up in your mind's eye with your hands and connect with the light. Feel the vibration of the light. Feel the frequency of the light. Become one with the vibration and frequency of the light. Hold it there. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. And hold. Now, pull that light down to where it is covering up your crown chakra. Pull that light down to where it is right at the top portion of your forehead area and hold it there. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. And hold. Pull that light down a little further. Pull the light down to where it is covering up your third eye chakra. Pull that light down to where it is just above your eyebrows and hold it there. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Now, pull that light down even further. Pull that light down over your eyes and over your nose and around your ears and over your teeth and over your chin and down and cover up your throat chakra. Pull that light all the way down to where it is at the base of your neck and hold it there. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Now, pull that light down even further. Pull the light down to where it is covering up your heart chakra. Allow the light to fill in your arms and your hands and wrists and biceps and all of that as you pull that light down to cover your heart chakra where it's resting in the middle of your breastplate area. Hold it there. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Now, pull that light down even further. Push that light down to where it is covering up your solar plexus chakra. Push that light all the way down to where it is covering up the top portion of your stomach area and hold it there. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Now, push that light down even further. Push that light down to where it is covering up your sacral chakra. Push that light all the way down to where it's covering up all of your stomach area and hold it there. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Now, push that light down even further. Push that light down to where it is covering up your root chakra. Push that light all the way down to where it is in the middle of your thigh area and hold it there. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Now, push that light down even further. Push that light down through your thighs. Push it down through your knees. Push that light down through your calves, through your ankles, through and around your heels, through your arches, and all the way to the tips of your toes. And hold it there. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Now, as you stand there in your mind's eye, all illuminated, expand out the light from your body. Expand it out wide until it is one with your mind's eye view and then one with the universe. Now, just as we did with the light, do that with your body. Expand your body out to where it becomes one with your mind's eye view and then one with the universe. Hold it there. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Enjoy this experience as you float around in the fourth level of awareness, your own personal manifestation chamber. Just grab whatever it is that you see, whatever comes up to you. Grab your hopes, grab your desires, grab your goals, grab everything that you want to manifest and put them one by one into your heart chakra. Go ahead. Grab them all, each and every one of them, into that heart chakra. Now, with your left hand, place it upon your heart chakra. And with your right hand, place it upon the top of your left shoulder. Hold it there. Hold all of those manifestations in that heart chakra. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Allow your manifestations, allow your goals, your desires, and your active pursuits that are now in your heart chakra to be empowered, energized, and equipped. Empower each one of them, energize each one of them, and equip each one of them. Yes. Now, first with your body, contract your body back down to the original size in your mind's eye view. And as we just did with the body, do that with the light. Now, putting your energy and attention and focus and all of the light at the tip of your toes. Push your energy and attention and focus and light up through your toes and through your arches. Push that energy and attention and focus through your heels and up and around into your ankles and into your calves. Push that energy and attention and focus and light into your knees. Push that energy, attention, and focus and light into your thighs. push that energy and attention and focus and light into your hips and push that energy and attention and focus and light into your root chakra and hold it there. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. And hold. Now push that energy and attention and focus and light into your sacral chakra and hold it there. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. And hold. Now push that energy and attention and focus and light into your solar plexus chakra and hold it there. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. And hold. Now push that energy and attention and focus and light into your heart chakra and hold it there. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. And hold. Now push that energy and attention and focus and light and your equipped and energized and empowered manifestations, your goals, desires, and active pursuits into your throat chakra and hold them there. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. And hold. Now push that energy and attention and focus and light and equipped and energized and empowered manifestations into your third eye chakra and hold it there. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. And hold. Now push that energy, push that attention, push that focus, push that light, and push all of your equipped, empowered, and manifestations, goals, desires, and active pursuits into and out of your crown chakra and allow those manifestations, energy and attention, focus and light to light up your third's eye view like the stars. Hold it there. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Just float. Now, as we come back to the now, as we come back to our place where we are right now, as we start to rub our hands together, we will take 3 deep breaths where we'll breathe in through the nose, hold and release. Breathe in, hold, and release. Breathe in, hold, and release. Last one. Breathe in, hold, and release. And with that, we are here on the sevens with Pi Frisbee Metatron. I am your host. I'm the hostess with the mostest from Beetlejuice, Pi Frisbee Metatron, and I'm grateful and thankful for everyone to be here. I have to do some technical uh, work right now, so I'm opening up the floor for all that would like to greet and say hello and tell us what's been going on. Had strange energy patterns and strange sleep patterns since Friday afternoon, Saturday morning.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's been really, really, as we head towards eclipse season, as we head towards Mercury retrograde, as we are in the middle of Pluto retrograde and all those other cosmic goodies that are going on right now. The energy is really dense, it's thick, especially
We,
I know. It's the microphone is bouncing back and forth. That those are those retrograde shenanigans. So just bear with me. I see that the microphone is bouncing back and forth. Uh, but yeah, the energy. That's just and it's apropos for what's going on right now. We are 11 days, 10 days, and a wake up away from Mercury retrograde. So yeah, we've already been in the shadow of that. And with the Pluto retrograde, yeah, I'm surprised that this call has stayed on as long as it has. I had tremendous issues connectivity earlier today with internet. Anybody else having issues with your phone, with your email, with your car? I mean,
Well, Brother Metatron, considering Mercury is getting ready to go retrograde, it's been a long time since we last connected. This is Eagleheart. Wow, your volume just dropped.
yeah, I can hear you well, but I don't think, yeah, we can't hear you, Mark.
how about now? Can you guys hear me now?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Nope. Nope, we can't hear you.
yeah. Let me see if I can get it
Oh,
to.
this is bad.
And unless you have a pair of headsets that could help you.
Who, him?
Yeah.
Hold on. I do.
Because I have a sneaking suspicion it's his microphone.
I think you might be right.
Well, it's the microphone, but it's going in and out through the neck.
Hmm.
Nah, still,
Oh, it's bad.
yeah, I still can't hear you. I mean, there's a lot of your voice is coming across as static.
By the way, I like your background, David.
Well, thank you.
It's very
I'm
nice.
actually I couldn't get my regular Zoom account working, so I had to actually use my other Zoom account.
Okay.
So I changed the background up. Usually my background for my work is I have several drones involved because I work in the drone world too.
Oh, okay.
So, and here, might as well do this. There we go.
Okay.
Now you can see me. Now I got a beak over my head. So
Very nice.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you too.
Victorious.
Victorious. Yep.
Okay.
I'm a Taurus, and so I'm Victory and Victorious, and I thought it was cute and catchy. So
I like it.
well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we still can't hear you, Mark. Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, this is, but at least we're figuring it out now. Hopefully, we can get it fixed.
Maybe you have to redo your setting for your headset now. Probably, Mark. Yeah, my background. I'm kind of a all things technology. It kind of comes second nature to me. So.
Okay.
But my Hopi Native American friends say otherwise. They say, "Sure, that's your worldly gifts."
And so, what's your spiritual gifts? Working on them.
what you see behind me is my partner in crime.
Okay, so you drew that?
No, that red-tailed hawks, bald eagles, any form of birds tend to be around me all the time.
So it's probably your spirit animal.
Yeah. My vision animal, my strength animal is the bear.
Okay. Okay.
Mark, it heard you a little bit, but it's just static.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to put something in the chat.
I just want to reach out to him and say, okay, here, click there, fix. Hey, Mark, are you going through a computer, a laptop, or are you going through something else?
Desktop.
Desktop. Yeah. And it's a USB?
Yeah, it's a USB.
Do you have another USB slot you can connect it to?
Let me see.
If this fixes it, I'll be like, ooh, okay. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Are we going to have...
How about now?
Ha!
Very good. Wow. David, you're a genius.
Well, hopefully it'll continue to work.
It probably won't because on my side it's jumping all around.
Yeah,
it's going back and forth. It is.
It's still better than it was.
But you guys can hear me better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We'll go with what we got right now. We'll go with Ego, my friend, man. It's so good to see you, brother. It's so good to see you, man. How you been?
I've been pretty busy. I've been following my my brother behind me here for some time.
Absolutely.
Actually, flying. I've been involved. I got pulled away from the spirit world for a little bit because I had to focus on the physical and helping other people out, and I was neglecting myself.
Well,
unfortunately.
Wow.
But, so stuff started happening and kind of bringing me back again. And like right now, I'm heavily involved. Like I was saying to Senorita Victoria's here, in the drone world. I'm
Yes,
uh, I'm a drone pilot now, and still work, for a certain government agency. I'll just leave it
absolutely.
at
That will
that.
remain
And
remain.
but now
Yes,
I'm working in collaboration with NASA and building our flight airways to fly the passenger carrying drones.
Mm.
very good, very good, good. Well,
So
it's good to have you here, bro.
The Jetson era is coming.
Yep. Yeah, well, you and I both know with some of the associations that we have, we know that everything is much more advanced
Yeah.
than even the things that we are experiencing now. You know, the things furthest in our biggest imagination are already happening.
No,
Uh,
well, exactly. But one of the things I've been doing a lot too, I've been training a lot of my friends that are sheriffs
uh-huh.
and in local police departments in self defense, but open hand self defense, trying
Absolutely,
not to use weapons unless weapons are presented to them. That's,
absolutely,
so I'm
absolutely.
a martial arts instructor too. just
Absolutely.
that's just another hat I wear.
I always say that the shooting of unarmed civilians is a training issue. If the police are trained differently, then they will respond differently. But they're
Agreed.
trained to shoot, so that you know it, it's never a good thing. But what do you expect when they're
Well,
trained to do that?
one of the biggest things that, and a lot of it is, and I always tell people, friends, colleagues, people that just ask questions, like, look, do your research, find out what's going on, find out the dangers of a gun, dangers
Mm-hmm.
of a knife,
Mm-hmm.
dangers of any kind of weapon, because a person who's well trained in a knife is much more dangerous than someone with a gun.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because as say you get a gun that shoots 7 bullets, okay, bang, 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 you're out of bullets.
Right.
Still got that guy there with the knife going, oh, look what I still have.
Absolutely. 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 Well, it's good to have you here, my brother. Well, we want to talk about, uh, we're still on the mental self. You know, from the mind, I rule and rise. Mental self is dealing with that third eye chakra. And, you know, our mantra here for the mental self is our thoughts become our things. Today, you know, Saturday, we talked about the negative narratives that we tell ourselves, and that was in the attempt to
Uh oh.
harmonize them. I gotta keep going. I'm just gonna go. The mic is gonna bounce in and out. It should balance out in a second.
Yeah, something about the mic.
It should balance out. Yeah, it's
There we go.
yeah, it should balance out. So today our focus word is enlighten. And you know, whenever anybody hears the word enlighten, you know, they think of the beauty and the graciousness because that's the connotation that the word enlighten has. Today I want to focus on another part of enlightening, uh, which is shining bright light into the darkness of the mind. You know, fire fire has more than one outcome. Fire can be used to warm you or it can be used to burn your ass. Same fire. Enlightenment can be beneficial to us when it is shining the light for our perfect way. That's where all of us want that enlightenment. When we are in alignment with the cosmos creator and we are manifesting those things that are in and about our purpose, the enlightenment that we seek is, of course, that of a clear path and clear steps, and going forward and upward and onward and ascending higher into your purpose. We also benefit from the enlightenment of shining the bright light into the darkness of our minds, our own minds. And today, I really want to talk about what I call the top seven uh, top seven things that are the reasons for us or someone never finding or even looking for or becoming our purpose. There's seven things. I'm sure there are going to be more, and we're going to open up the discussion about it. But when I drop these seven, you guys let me know if I'm onto something or not. Seven things. These seven are the reasons for most of us never even finding or looking or becoming or living or being our purpose: stress, anxiety, depression, low esteem of self, doubt, negative self talk, and my favorite, procrastination. Are the reasons. These are the main reasons. There are other reasons, of course. We'll get to the ancillary or the secondary reasons, but if you really look at it from a real honest and open perspective, even in your own life, look at what stress has stopped you from doing. Anybody on here suffer from anxiety? I don't suffer from anxiety, not like the textbook variety, and it's been years since I've suffered from anxiety. It was real funny when I stopped messing with illicit drugs that stimulate you. I didn't have no more anxiety. I self-inflicted my own anxiety with cocaine and any other stimulants I could find. Stress, low esteem of self. Anybody dealt with self-esteem issues until recently? Anybody? Am I hitting up in all of our kitchens right about now? Negative self-talk.
Actually, we talked about this a couple times. Last
Yes.
time on the call, we talked about that. There were a couple other people that had experienced it, and I mentioned I was listening to my self-talk or negative self-talk, and I realized I was seeing life from, you know, the glass is half empty. So yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And then, of course, that thing that all of us deal with in one form, way, shape, form, or another: procrastination.
Absolutely.
Procrastination. I mean, I have so much to do every day that I should not ever procrastinate. But procrastination is one of the things that I deal with still. I don't deal with stress. I don't let shit bother me at all. I just refuse to let anything outside of me worry me. I don't worry about it. Again, my anxiety was self-inflicted. So once I took away that, what was the harbinger of the anxiety, I don't deal with that. Depression. I know a lot of people who deal with depression. Depression is a cruel taskmaster because depression just zaps you of everything you have. And then low esteem of self, self-esteem. We talked about how it starts when we're kids, and we start hearing what our parents and what these grown folks in our families are telling us and talking shit about us, not even behind our back, in front of us, and we start to repeat those things, and it knocks us down. It knocks our esteem down. And then doubt is one of those things. It's a silent creeper as well, because we can appear. I can appear to look like I have everything together. I got on a nice pair of glasses. I'm color coordinated. My shoes, shirt, and glasses match. They all match today. My pants and my socks match. So if you know, I look, I have an appearance of I'm put together. I'm well groomed. I took a bath today. I shaved. I did all the little things that got me ready to present myself to the public. And I'm dressed in a way that someone could look at me and say, okay, he's a cool cat. You know, he's got a nice little fit on. He's got his little stuff going on. I could be walking around with all the doubt in the world. It really wouldn't matter what I had on.
A lot of people do actually, though. A lot of people have that fake it till they make it.
Absolutely. We've
A lot
talked
of
about that.
yeah.
I am not a proponent of that fake it till you make it horse shit. I'm not. Don't fake anything. Be authentic through it all, through the good, the bad, the ugly, and the unexpected. Be authentic. Now, you can choose better thoughts. You know, if you're in a situation where it's just negativity all around you, you have to make a choice. Either choose another thought or choose somewhere else to be. It's that simple. It really is that simple. Let's look at let's look at some of these, and let's see where they come from. Now, it doesn't matter the state or status of your relationship. It doesn't matter a state of your relationship or status. What I'm getting ready to say, all of us should have some sort of resonation with this. Uh, Stress. One of the places stress comes from, relationships. Yes,
Yeah.
relationship with spouses, children, etc., co-workers, etc. Stress comes from, even in the best relationship, even in the best partnership between two people, even in the most fluid, intimate relationship between two people, there's stress.
The biggest stressor, from in my observation, has been the stress of self.
Absolutely. See, you're jumping ahead of me there, David. You must have seen my little stat sheet over here. Self is on the list. It's down a little bit further. But yes, self is part of that. But our relationships with our spouse, I'm talking to intimate relationships, the ones that some of us have relationships that we think, oh, this person should never do anything to harm me, or, these little people are dependent upon me and they would never do anything to harm me or make my life bad or all of this. That's not always the case, is it? One of the number one causes of stress in our lives are our relationships with those that we say we love, spouses, children, people of that nature. You notice I didn't say nothing about immediate family. Immediate family they got their own label. They are totally by themselves. They are part of the stress, the anxiety, the depression, definitely part of the low esteem of self, part of the doubt. They are probably started a lot of the negative talk. How about a job? Stress, you get a stress from a job, or even if it's not a job where you go punch a clock, if it's your own endeavor, your own entrepreneurial endeavor. There's a little stress, jobs, outside jobs, inside jobs, your own job, doing something like I do, training, having to get training for it, having to be certified. Some of us want to get certifications and things. That brings on stress, brings on anxiety. If you're not, if you're taking a course and you know that this is the vocation that you've chosen, and you sold out for this job and you're gonna do everything to make it happen, and you go take the course and you flunk it, you don't think you'd be stressed out? You don't think you'd have a little anxiety, probably some depression, probably low self-esteem? You damn sure would be doubting yourself, and you would negative self-talk. Absolutely. And it would cause you to procrastinate on the next step that you would need to do. How about just life? Does life stress us out sometimes? And what I'm talking about as far as this, uh, um, uh, absolutely, my friend David, I'll check you out, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Um, um, I'm talking about obligations, just our regular obligations. It's stressful to have more rent due than you have available to pay.
Mm.
That's stressful. It's stressful to have a nagging health issue. I'm not talking about something that's gonna kill you, like cancer or something like that. I'm talking about something nagging that's manageable, but it's a nagging like asthma. All health issues are something serious. Trust me when I'm saying I'm not discounting anybody's health issue one bit. But some are death sentence immediate, and some you live with until you die from it. That's stressful, man. Having to remember if you took your medicine today, or I can't eat this on the second Thursday of the fifth month, and oh damn, I gotta go get this test and go take care of that. What about those of us who are like in my age bracket, who are start thinking about retirement? Like, I ain't got enough to live today. How am I gonna have something to live for 34 years from now, 40, 50 years later? So life is something that hits all of these. My good friend David, he did mention self. How many of us been like me and just to stress your own ass out before?
That
Just
would be me.
yeah, just stress your own ass out over nothing.
Because I'm harder on myself than other people ever will be.
That part right there.
Yeah.
That part right there. That part right there. And then we've talked about a job and an endeavor and relationship. Let's talk about that immediate family, because I didn't put them up in relationships because I am a believer in once two folks get in a relationship, they are family.
Yes, they are.
And the
Who is that?
people and the people that are related to you by blood are secondary. That's just my belief. Don't kill the messenger. Somebody else may have a different thought about that, and that's fine. My thought is, if I am linked up with my honey, it's me and my honey. That's family. That's my family. Me and her is that's my family. And then the people that I am related to because we share the same grandparents or something like that, they are still uh, uh, related to me, but they're just relatives. And I like that word relative because they are relative. You understand what I mean? They're not what, and because they are relative, they should not be causing stress, but they do. How many of us have had family members get in our business that they weren't even supposed to, shouldn't even been in our business? Want to tell me about somebody else, and always in the business, always hovering over, always want to. I want to save you from making a mistake. Yeah, the mistake is listening to you. Yeah, that's the mistake. Uh, um, then we got associates, folks that we work with, folks that we might, hang out with at the cigar shop, or hang out with at the pool hall, or, whatever it is that is an outlet for you. We have colleagues that we work with, and we have intellectual peers like all of us that are on this call right now. Um, Stress could come from unbalanced and unhealthy associations colleagues and intellectual peers as well. Um, let's talk about this. Let's talk about where has uh, I'm gonna put gangster sister Carolyn on the spot. Carolyn, where has most of your stress, anxiety, depression, low esteem of self, doubt, negative self talk come from? I have to run to the bathroom real quick, you guys. Carolyn, would you bless us with that, please?
You can you know what? I love him. Um, from exactly from family members. He knows from a bloodline, direct bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
They are the most. They that energy will bring you down
Every
quicker than
time.
anything.
Yep. And it's one of them things you actually have to, because I had a situation with my sister where we didn't talk for like 4 months. And when it was all said and done, and I realized what the issue was, it wasn't her, it was me learning to set boundaries for myself. And that's what I was really upset about. And anyway, it was
Yeah,
asking.
you're right. That is correct. That is
It's
very
learned
correct.
because sometimes you got to cut your family off.
Man,
Sure.
look, for the
Girl,
for the betterment for the betterment of your
Literally.
soul, sometimes turns into all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You we have to we have to normalize calling out toxicity within our families.
It is usually where it starts from.
That is normally where it starts. That's where you learn how to be toxic is at home. You don't
Mhm.
learn, they don't teach you toxicity at school. They sure don't teach you that. You don't learn it at the club. You don't learn it in the library. You don't learn it at a job. You learn that at home. You learn all of my previous toxic behaviors was shit I saw my grandfather and uncles do, and older cousins, older male cousins. And I had to figure out that, oh man, yeah, that's why they ended up the way they did because this shit ain't cool the way that they was rolling. Hmm. Hmm. What about that self stress? What about when there's a situation or a circumstance that we just so desperately want to work out one way or the other, and we just grind ourselves up over it, and we going back and forth over, do I deserve it? Yes, I do. No, I don't. The self, I made myself sick. I
Mhm.
did. I made myself sick. There was nothing that I did other than some very, very unhealthy choices that I made for a brief period. But I made myself sick after those unhealthy choices by worrying and stressing about what had I done to myself and what I kept thinking I had done to myself manifested in the diagnosis from the doctor.
Mm.
The exact thing I thought I did manifested. You know why? Because I kept thinking about it. And what did I say? Our thoughts become our things. That was just a constant thought in my head. Constantly, constantly, constant. Self stress, self anxiety, self depression. I, I look at a lot of sports fans. Sports fans go through the stress, anxiety, depression, and doubt just on the Sunday afternoon watching their own team play. The team that they love so much and would wear their jerseys and do all of this and proclaim them as the number one fan. Put yourself through stress, anxiety, depression, especially if they lose, especially if you got some money on it, and then doubt. We self-inflict ourselves with this stuff. How many times have you looked in the mirror, especially the ladies on the call? How many times you ladies looked in the mirror and doubted your beauty?
Of course.
Yep. Yep. Self.
Especially since COVID.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I was getting to the last and probably the most stress, anxiety, depression, low esteem, doubt, negative self-talk influencer on all of us currently is society.
Social media, to be exact.
Social media, the media, the magazines that you look at. I mean, look at, go get a Vogue magazine and y'all thumb through that and y'all tell me why only the ones in Vogue is considered beautiful. There's a whole plethora of beauty, and we've been told what is beautiful and what isn't. We've been told what is good and what is bad. We've been told what is right and what is wrong. We never had a chance to choose for ourselves. Society. Society is responsible for the laws. Society has judged that, you can't just walk up to anybody and sock them in the mouth. That's assault. Stress. How many of us bought into the lie, to the big lie, not widespread election fraud, but the big lie is that American dream horse shit. Work hard your whole life and you'll be a success. No, you won't. No, you won't. Mm-mm. That's a lie. That's a lie, because I know plenty of people who worked hard their whole life and died broke. What do we think of success? That's part of that negative self-talk. What's successful to you? What's successful to me is different than what's successful to anybody else. I'm thinking I'm a success because I'm sitting here doing this. Yeah. Where somebody else might see this and say, "Oh, that's nothing. Been there, done that." Someone who has already ascended this plateau. But I don't care what nobody else says. I'm concerned with my own success and my own definition of it. I stopped worrying about what society said that Mark Pyle or that former dude I used to be should be. I stopped worrying about that a long time ago. And when I stopped allowing myself to be shoved into that square peg when I'm round, or shoved into the round hole when I'm square, liberty. I have a liberty about myself now that I won't trade in for anything. I won't trade in for all the money in the world. You can offer me $1 billion for it, and I'll be like, no, thanks. Because I don't care about society in that sense. I don't allow anyone's judgment of me. It doesn't stick. I got Teflon on, because that's all someone else's judgment of you is their opinion. No one gets to determine who you are except you. Take the stress out. Take the stress out. What are ways that we can lessen the stress? I wish I could really say it like I want to, but just take these letters down: IDGAFA, and then draw a line and put an exclamation point. I don't give a, y'all know the word, about, and then draw a line, because you can write anything in there after about. I don't give a about what you are going through. I don't, because I give a about what I am going through. All of my energy and attention and focus is centered on what I'm going through. I can't focus on what you're going through. Now, that doesn't mean I don't care. And if I can help, I will. But energy and attention and focus and concern and worry and frowning up and pacing and doing all that, no, I'm going to do that for my shit. I'm not doing that for nobody else's. Mm-mm. And you should do that for only yours. Anxiety. I'm not going to let somebody call me with their issue and push it onto me, and then now I'm anxious. How's that even sound? That sound right to you guys? Somebody else call you, and then when you get off the phone, you got anxiety or you're depressed. So when I say the IDGAF, draw the line, it doesn't mean you stop caring for others. It means that you start caring for yourself. You know, it's okay to care for yourself. It's okay to love yourself. It's okay to self-care. Doesn't mean you stop caring for others, because I guarantee you, once you love on yourself and care for yourself and get yourself 100%, then you're much more effective with everybody else you deal with. If you're not at 100%, you might as well stop, because you're no good for yourself. You're no good for who you're attempting to help. Where your depression come from? It comes from expectations, either spoken or unspoken, on someone else outside of you. And then when they don't do it, we get depressed. Or when you set an unrealistic goal and it doesn't happen. I get it. You know, life is not, streets paved with gold and gates with pearls on them. Life on this rock is not like that. And I get that some people have very serious depression issues. I get that. I've never been one that actually got like that. Yeah, I feel down for a minute or two, but I'm always on to the next. It's always, always on to the next. On to the next. Relationships, jobs, life, self, society, immediate family, associate, all of that stuff boils down to self. What do you allow in your environment? What do you allow in your mind? What do you allow in your thoughts? What do you feed your mind? Because what you feed your mind most definitely will grow. Do you feed it positivity? Do you feed it inspiration? Do you feed it motivation? Or do you feed it malaise? And I'll do it later. And I ain't shit. Because mom said I wasn't going to be shit. What you feed your mind most definitely grows. So what are we grateful for? The enlightenment into the darkness of our mind, because once we shine that light on that dark crevice, we have a chance to see exactly what is there that has caused the fear, that's caused the stress, that's caused the anxiety, it's caused the depression. It might just be a misunderstanding. It might be something as simple as you letting yourself off the hook. I know that sounds strange to some of y'all, but really, let yourself off the hook. So what, you didn't do what mama wanted you to do? So what, you didn't turn out to be what your daddy wanted you? So what? Let yourself off the hook. Don't walk around with guilt because you didn't fulfill somebody else's dream for you. Don't be depressed because you didn't make it where somebody thought you should have. Don't be anxious for something that is not aligning with your soul. And definitely, if you guys don't take nothing else from all of these talks, take this. Think highly of yourself. No matter what, no matter where you are, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the situation, think highly of yourself, because that's where it starts. Self-esteem. Nobody else can give that to you. That's why they call it self-esteem. If you want folks to think highly of you, you got to think highly of you. You want folks to respect you, you got to respect you. You want folks to appreciate you, you got to appreciate you. What do you think about? What do we think about? Many of us have done things, and right after we did it, we were like, what the hell was I thinking, man? Or we've asked someone that we've been close to that has done something that was totally out of character. What were you thinking? Most of the time, we just drop our head and shrug, and because those are the times when we weren't thinking. Be prepared by de-stressing and de-anxietying and all of these things that we talk about. Take a inventory. Take an inventory. When you guys get done, when we get done with this, get a piece of paper. Write down stress. Get like 7 pieces of paper. Top of one, put stress. Top of the other one, put anxiety. The next one, put depression. The next one, put self-esteem. The next one, doubt. The next one, negative self-talk. And the next one, procrastination. And then under stress, write down everything currently in your life that gives you stress or that's stressful. Same with the anxiety. Same with the depression. Same with your esteem. When you get to doubt, what are the things that you're doubting about yourself and about where you're going and about what you want to do and about who you are? The negative self-talk should be easy. That should be, and you might need 3 or 4 pages for that one. I did when I got to that point. And then the most important page is going to be the page on procrastination, because I want you to write on there everything that you're not doing because of ... And when you get done with all them pages, start with stress. And then start crossing off the things that you know you don't need no more. You damn sure don't need anything that's bringing stress to your life. There's certain things that we're all going to keep in our lives that are stressful. But there are certain things on that list you'll be able to cross off. You'll be like, oh, yep, nope. And then once you have made all of your crosses on all of them sheets and you have done your ritual, then leave them things crossed off. Don't go back and pick up stress. That would be like, you telling somebody, yeah, man, I dropped my stress off on the corner. I'm going to hang out with y'all for a little bit, but I got to go pick it back up on my way home. I'm pick my stress up on the way. I'm here. I'm anxiety free, but I left the anxiety at the pool hall and I got to swing around to pick up my anxiety at the pool hall, or my depression, or my self-esteem, or my doubt. No, once you cross it off the list, once you cross it off and put a K next to it, leave it. Burn them lists. After you done crossed off everything, burn them. That will help you in releasing all of those things and not going back and pick them up. There may be new things that come in your life that are stressful, that cause anxiety. And when you figure and when you see that those things are stressful and anxious, stop what you're doing right in that moment and examine the whole situation and say, why am I even doing this if it's causing me stress? Why am I doing this if it's making me anxious? Why am I sticking around if I'm depressed?
Hi, do you hear me?
Absolutely. Hi, Jolene. You're muted again. Unmute yourself. So I thank everybody for being here today. It's been a wonderful time. No new updates on my announcement. I'm taking my time and doing what I need to do so that I'm fully equipped and energized when I do launch out. But I'm grateful for everyone that attended today. I want to open it up and give everybody a chance to share. Jolene, you were muted. We couldn't hear what you were saying, so go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm driving again, so I don't know. I was pressing buttons, so I'm coming out from work. But when you said that to think about after you crossed out and something's not really right, I think the question is it coming from externally? I just had that conversation with a client today. Is it coming from externally or it's coming from the intern?
Right.
And so once you figure out where it's coming from, you can recognize the cycle that's happening. And once you recognize the cycle, you're going to say, do I want to be part of that cycle of abuse, of alcoholism, whatever that it looks like to you? Then you can be more equipped to realize what you're dealing with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Victorious, you got any closing remarks?
No, I did, but I kind of lost my train of thought.
That's okay. That's okay. How about you, Shonda? You'd like to add anything or say anything as we close?
I am fine. I'm listening and taking it all in.
Absolutely. Well, I'm grateful for you to be here. Thank you for showing up. How about you, Carolyn?
Today is definitely a stress-free day.
Good.
Because it's a 000 day.
Absolutely.
Again.
Absolutely.
And I'm staying in my 000 zone.
Absolutely. That's the best place to be, ain't it?
I don't know what 000 is.
Zero fucks.
Oh, honey.
Oh, okay. I just learned something. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I could take a note out of your book.
Yeah, Carolyn is sick with the 000s, man.
Totally.
Well, I'm grateful for everyone attendance and the email that I sent out. That's going to be the link for this one and the next 12. So you might want to keep that link. Because that link is going to be for each one of the Tuesday and Saturday classes. And other than that, I had fun today, you guys. I thank you guys for allowing me this opportunity and allowing me to express myself this way. This is such a great thing for me, and it's only going to get greater. So I really appreciate you guys showing up. I really appreciate the interaction from everybody. I appreciate everybody who watches it live and or who watches a replay. Really thankful and grateful. And if anyone ever has any questions or need to get in contact with me in any way, you can catch me on my website, Awakenings. Catch me from my website email, awakenings@iamascensions.com. Answer any and all of your questions. With that, I want to say thank you all for being here, and I am closing, and goodbye for now. See you guys real soon.